And I was still muted. Hey everybody, how is everybody doing? It's James the Weatherman, back here with another live stream. We were talking about Hurricane Delta. It was named yesterday, and it is already a Cat 4 hurricane. Do I think it's going to be a Cat 5? It very well be a Cat 5. It's headed pretty close. It will probably impact Cancun today. It's already impacting them. And then it'll get right into the Gulf, and it's going to kind of hit some shear, and it's going to hit cooler waters. So the intensity right now that I have put maybe a little off. We're going to talk about that right now. Let's, I know once in a while I say hey in the chat. You can say type 1 or say hey, and I'll say hi back to you guys. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's been a few minutes. There goes my dog. My dog is going to start barking. Snowflake. Hey G Diddy. Hey Gloria. Hey Leanne. Hey Heather. Hey Intrepid. Hey Sharon. How are you? Hey Charging Bolt. Hey Yellow. Hey Prepper Mom. How's everybody doing? Hey Angry Fruit. Hey Gavin. Hey Harami. Thank you for that $2.99 donation. Much appreciated. Okay, let's get right into it. So this is the we'll get right into it. So this is the National Hurricane Center, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time advisory number 8. Thank you, Harami. And they have a major hurricane. It is already a major hurricane. Like I said, it's Cat 4. Maximum sustained winds on here is 115, but it actually is 130. We will get into that. Landfall, it's looking like the cone of uncertainty is showing hurricane. Probably landfall near New Orleans. So that was a little late, but that scared me. Again, glad I'm not wearing headphones. I used to wear headphones, now I got a mic. But thank you, Harami. Let's get showing. We're going to look at the models. We're going to look at several different things today. But this, I really like getting into this. This is Winfield. Tracking on the guidance released by a offsite, not the National Hurricane Center, but it looks like it's going to make landfall in Cancun and go over the Yucatan Peninsula and move its way up into the Gulf of Mexico, the western part, central to western part, Gulf of Mexico, and then make landfall. Louisiana has been getting many. I think this would be possibly the third hurricane this year. So I hope everything goes well. I hope it does slow, or I hope it does lose intensity. That would be nice. But right now, looking at it, is not gonna. Max wind, Hurricane Delta at 11:20. Thank you, Heather, for the $3 at 11:20. Holy sh! I gotta turn down the volume. Oh man, that is loud. Okay, so get back to this. 130 miles per hour, moving west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. You can see Cancun is right here. Tristan, there's only one hurricane right now. But it's moving its way up, and as you can see, Saturday, 80 miles per hour. Then it'll be over New Orleans. That is still 3 to 4 days out, so that's kind of that uncertainty. This is the most likely arrival time of tropical storm force winds. You likely will start seeing tropical force winds in southern Texas. No, this is in the Gulf. This is in central. But you'll likely start seeing tropical storm force winds in South Texas right around Thursday night. Thank you, Harami. Thursday night into Friday. And you will likely start receiving tropical storm force winds as early as Friday morning for Louisiana. Let's move on to the next one. Earliest reasonable time, like I said, Friday early morning. I kind of jumped the gun on that. This is Tropical Tidbits does this model intensity guidance. These are what they call spaghetti lines. And these are all kinds of different models. We're going to look at different models on the model side, not the spaghetti line side. But as you can see, the UK X2 has it going into a Cat 5. The UK X2 is usually 99% wrong. Why do I say that? Because they are legit United Kingdom. That's where this model comes from. And they decided, hey, I got to get my model in there and show everybody, hey, we're predicting a Cat 5. Landfall, I don't see a Cat 5. Cancun, for sure, is going to get pounded by a Cat 4. That will be likely tonight. This is hurricane force winds, wind speed probability from the National Hurricane Center. As you see, the dark red, that's between 70 and 90% probability of hurricane force wind. Hurricane force wind is greater than 74 miles per hour. I do want to make back in 2005. This was the only time that we went to the Greek alphabet back in 2005, and the last time the intensity went from named storm to a category 4 is Wilma. Okay, that is the last time. That was 2005. It's 15 years ago. And there's a lot of talks about that. That's pretty intense. That's a big storm, 100%. I don't usually, nobody usually, we haven't seen a storm go like that since 2005, like I said earlier. So this is a little intense. The warmer waters is right where it's at right now. As you get further into the Gulf, it drops. It's in the 70s, mid-70s Fahrenheit as you get closer to the coast. That's why I don't see it's being a Cat 5 at landfall in Louisiana or wherever it makes landfall. It may even not make landfall in Louisiana. It could be pushed a little bit towards Florida. It may not turn like this. It may not turn into the same, the way this is showing. This wind speed probability is showing. It may affect Texas. So the Gulf Coast, if you're anywhere from I would say Houston all the way over to Pensacola Beach, I would keep an eye out. I would stay weather aware for sure. This is quite a ways out still. As this is what's happened. The dark red is hurricane force winds. This is what's going on right now. Tropical storm force winds has gone out. I wouldn't surprise me if Jamaica has felt tropical storm force winds. Hey, the bag, how are you? Tropical storm force winds. It would not surprise me. But Cancun, if you know anybody in Cancun, right now there's not much tourists going out from the United States. So actually, I don't even think there's any. But if you do know anybody that's in the western side of Cuba and Cancun, Yucatan Peninsula, let them know if to watch my stream. I will probably be, I'll probably be live streaming this event. I do have plans to work on Friday and go back to work. I don't entirely know if you guys were aware of from Discord. I had a seizure at work last week, and waiting for Wednesday night to make that decision. Hey, am I ready? Do I have enough confidence, and do I feel ready to go back to work for the time being? And yeah, that's how that goes. The red is a hurricane warning. Hurricane warning for Cancun up into the northeast Mexico. You got tropical storm warning. Below that, you got tropical storm warning for western Cuba. Tropical storm watch for western part of Cuba. Now, this is the potential maximum. I haven't even showed this before. This is the potential maximum wind knots. As you see, this is tropical storm 20 to 34, or tropical depression, my bad. Tropical storm 34 to 64. Hurricane category 1, 60 or 74 actually to this is knots, but 64 to 84 knots. Category 2, 84 or 85 to 97. Category 3, 98 to 114. 4, 115 to 135. And 5 is 136 on. Now we are going to go to the hurricane, the discussion. You can go to the National Hurricane Center and on nhc.noaa.gov if you would like to read this. I am not going to read. I will read the update that they just had at 11:20, as it's about 315 miles east-southeast of Cozumel, Mexico, and about 125 miles southwest of Grand Cayman. Maximum sustained winds is 130 miles per hour. Present movement is west-northwest. That's 16 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure is 954 millibars. So it is going. It is still intensifying. And I don't see it's. So data from the NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicated that Delta is continuing to rapidly strengthen. The maximum winds have increased to near 130 miles per hour with higher gusts. This makes Delta a Category 4 hurricane on the Sheriff Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale. Now let's head on over to... You guys want to see... Here's Cancun. So let's go look at the aircraft recon. This one was just finished. 957, 956. This looks like it's closer to the eye, and you're seeing right here, it's about 120, 25. If you go further in, I might be able to pull up. Is it froze? I know you see my dog. There's Snowflake. Navigate Google Earth. What are you talking about? Okay, so let's take this off. There we go. So this was this Piggy that went out? No, this is Kermit that went out. National Hurricane, or the NOAA sends out hurricane hunters, and very common hurricane hunter is Piggy. A lot of people know what Piggy is. It's a hurricane hunter aircraft. This was Kermit that went out. But I'm going to look at, I want to see, is this the updated one? It's a 956. Let me, oh, come on. So that's where it's at. So 968 millibars is 110 knots, so 127 miles per hour. As you go a little further, a little closer to the water, it goes down to 109 knots. So it's still pushing over 120 or over a 120 miles per hour. The next one going out, I think, would probably be in maybe an hour. Maybe. Should be able to see. This one's 1746. Oh, this one just came back. Oh, this one's going on right now. Yeah, so they're going. They just left about 4 minutes ago. So they're going to get more data from Delta. This was finished. So I bet you this is Piggy that's going out. This is Kermit that came back in. So let's go look at forecast models. Let's go look at this bad boy. As you guys seen, Gamma went into remnants, so it's not even a low anymore. So the H-Wharf parent, the H-Wharf, the ops of H-Wharf, showing that it's in a hit near Cancun at 943 millibars. So that will likely be a strong Cat 4, if not Cat 5. As we can go further in, right about here is when it's, you can see it dropped at 9. Yeah, right about here is when it's going to start weakening. That's when it will start weakening. As you see, 936 and then 940 millibars. Landfall will likely be, according to the H-Wharf, see right here, when it goes from 937 to 940, you're at 27 to 26 degrees Celsius. That's right around 70 degrees. So my guess on landfall, Lake Charles is over here, New Orleans is over here. According to H-Wharf, it could be Cat 3. Right when it gets on land, it's gonna. So I think a big thing for Delta is gonna be a lot of wind. I don't storm surge right now. Storm surge is gonna be a threat, but the worry will be a lot of wind. With I think it was Laura that hits Lake Charles, and everybody thought, oh geez, there's gonna be a lot of rain. It's gonna flood Lake Charles. It's gonna flood everything. And in all honesty, it came in with, it's 140 now. It came in with a lot of wind and not much rain. So there was some moderate flooding, but a lot of wind damage. And I'm thinking this has a good set to be that as well. I just seen that somebody said it's 140. Take a quick glance. Some of you guys are new, and I can see who is the new people. Welcome. I still got 130. Maybe was that just the latest aircraft recon? Where's it coming in at 140? Yeah, the National Hurricane Center has not put it to 140. It's still 130. But for sure, I'll likely be starting to stream once it gets into the Gulf. I don't entirely think that we can see much, as there's no no weather going on right now. There's some rain that's going to be coming into California and Oregon. Those fires are starting to get, you don't hear much about the fires going on. There's a lot of things going on in the world to, I think it's getting off the focus. So it looks like once it hits Mexico, it weakens and then strengthens again and it's showing that it's gonna be a Cat 3, and it's not showing anything else. So we will likely keep an eye on it for sure. This was yesterday at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It became a tropical storm. Well, they between 7 a.m. and 1. So around, I think it was around 11 or 10. And in 24 hours, it's a Cat 4 already. Very insane. Does anybody have any questions? I actually didn't show all the forecast models. I have my mind on something else. This is the global forecast system, the GFS. It's only showing 971 off the. Yeah, so I can already tell you this one is wrong. Let me look at this one. This one's wrong. Now you ask, James, how do you know it's wrong? Because I was looking at the model and it's showing 970 millibars. And I was looking back at the hurricane and it was... Were you guys seeing... Oh, now I got it. 2 p.m. update is 140 miles per hour. So I think this update for Wednesday morning will be likely, give or take, 150 maybe. But I do got good news for you. That's the likelihood of it making landfall in the continent of the United States, or in the, not the continent, in the United States. Why did I say? In the United States, the likelihood of it making a Cat 5 is unlikely due to seawater. But it's gonna be a strong hurricane. This is showing the icon. And this is showing about a Lake Charles landfall. So anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, thank you, Harami, for the... But as James the Weatherman, it was already, yesterday, it was already obtaining a eye wall when it was a tropical storm. So that is pretty... Yeah, I think a good bet Cat 5. I just when will it will hit the United States will start feeling it probably within the next 70, but probably by Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, early morning, and then it should make landfall Friday, if not early Saturday. But it is 3 to 4 days out. Hey, Mama 6. It is still 3 to 4 days out, and it could completely not likely due to the vorticities. Usually get a lot of water spouts and tornadoes. Sometimes you get some hail, but hurricane is different than a thunderstorm. But it's looking to be in the margin. I want to. Looking into the margin of Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana, could be all the way over to New Orleans. They'll probably start. There can be, but hurricanes are fast moving tropical development storms. Well, hypothetically, if this takes a really sharp turn and goes into Florida, it will be a long time. Hypothetically. The likelihood of it making that sharp turn is probably 0.0 or 0.01. Maybe that's even too high. Hey, Declan. Yeah, hurricanes mainly they produce water spouts and tornadoes, damaging winds and flooding. That is mainly a hurricane or a tropical storm. And in all honesty, I can't rule out that once it gets on the other side of Mexico, it doesn't come back together. And as of right now, I'm pretty confident it's going to come back together. But you got to look on that side that if you're looking at weather, 50-50 chance that something changes for anything. But as we get closer and closer with models and stuff, we can kind of see that it's likely going to stay together. If it was going over Puerto Rico or something, over a lot of mountains, that's a big thing that could affect storm. But it doesn't have any obstacles really that it's going over besides the eastern part of Mexico. And on the southern part of Gulf of Mexico is still around 80 degrees, a little warmer. But as you get closer to shore, due to those past hurricanes, it really hasn't warmed up what people there's a lot of people I'm seeing on social media saying that the Gulf of Mexico is like a tub, and they must not be looking at the right stuff, because if you look at the sea temperature, I don't know if you take cold baths, 70 degrees, 75 degrees, normal body temperature is 98 degrees. You'll get hypothermia from 70 degrees. Just saying. So we have here, this is Celsius. You got down here, you got 29 into 30 degrees Celsius. And as you move up into the Gulf of Mexico, it's not really warm down further down. This is 5 kilometers. It's you would have to go probably quite a ways down. But do you take 70-degree baths? It's gonna be a little humid there, Mama. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the buoys out here on southern part of the Gulf of Mexico. Very well. And we will be okay. Yeah, Richard. Well, I was debating on making a video or going live, and I thought, hey, might as well just talk to you guys so if you just tuned in, you can go back in the stream and watch the where's this hurricane at right now. It is the exact track, or the exact spot is right around 300 miles east-southeast of Cozumel, Mexico, and about 125 miles of Grand Cayman. So it's southeast of Cancun, Mexico. But if you just tuned in, Delta is currently at Category 4, 140 miles per hour. It's moving west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. It's a pretty wide storm. It will be threatening the Gulf by tomorrow. I would say right now it's already... I'd say if you're in Louisiana in this cone of uncertainty, Richard, Streamlabs doesn't like capital letters. If you're in this cone of uncertainty, basically all over Louisiana. I would prepare. Is this gonna be a Katrina 2.0? Just got asked that. It's too early to tell. I'll be honest. It's too early to tell if this will be a Katrina 2.0. Way too early to tell. Yeah, I don't want that in. I cannot answer that, and I don't think anybody should answer it, but I think you should be weather aware of the surroundings and everything. Yeah, exactly. Here, I got wood right here. Yeah, we'll know more Thursday night. As it starts to encounter that cooler water. And we'll see the effects it does. Let me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up a video. For you all. there you go. There you have it. Richard James, where's the cool water that the Gulf temps has got to be in the 90s? So here, I'll show you the sea surface. Let's do, so down here is upper 80s. Up here is 70s. So everybody stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will be back with another likely the hurricane live stream. So right now you can see 31 degrees Celsius, and up here is 27, closer to the coast 26, and then as it moves forward it stays right around that 27, but 90s is like 31 degrees Celsius. So yeah, and I was looking, we can look real quick on the temperature in the Gulf, and it is actually below average right now. Maybe it's not going to show it now. Or did I miss it? Look at this. Even farther down, it's cooler. We will have to see if you're in these areas like the bag and everybody says you need to stay weather aware for sure. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday and enjoy the rest of the week. I'll see you in the next stream. Stay weather aware.